Welcome, all you Sheehanites, to another episode of Sheehan is Dead Comics. I'll be interviewing Kath Lobo. She is a professional artist, comic artist. You could follow her at Kath Lobo, Kathlobo on X, and you can check out her work. We'll find out more about that. And just to let you know before we get to that, please like and subscribe if you like what you're hearing. Please check our back catalog. We've had great guests: Dan DiDio, Jason Fabic, Philip Kennedy Johnson, Brad Anderson, Tim Sheridan, Jeremy Adams. So please go back, check out the back catalog. But right now, here is me and Kath.
Hello,
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
I'm well, thank you. You're in Costa Rica?
Yes.
I've never been to Costa Rica. Is it warm?
Yeah, it's so we don't have like four seasons.
Just spring all the time.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming on. It was nice to meet you at New York Comic Con. I have your X page up. It says you're a lovely potato who loves to draw, a comic artist and illustrator. But I also see this. Are you working on Galactor?
Yes, yes.
For what company is it?
From Mad Cave, the miniseries from Gatchman. It's for Isus.
Well, that's cool. Were you a kid when you got into comic books, or how did you discover comic books?
I start like reading manga because when I was child I like anime and that stuff. So I start reading manga. So I always like to draw. So I start drawing my own mangas and all. When I was in the college, I meet like a friend. He is working in comics too, and he likes a lot of American comics. So he give me some comics and tell me you have to read it. So I start reading. My first comics was black and white Batman series.
Oh,
That's,
okay.
that kind. See,
Yeah, yeah.
he says that's a good story and good artwork. So take a look. And then I think I read Watchmen and that kind of. I start reading comics and I like it a lot. So me and my friends, we are art students, so we start doing our own comics when we were in college. That's why I start with that passion about comics.
And you read Watchmen. Did you read them in English or were they in Spanish? Do you remember?
Yes, I read it in English. Actually, my English is not so good, like you see.
No, it's
Like
fine
you can
actually.
see.
You're doing very
But
well. And then now you're working on Galactor for Mad Cave. How did you get into comics? Did you send your portfolio?
mm, so for example, when I start doing my own comics, so I have like a little portfolio of my own pages, my own stories. I start like freelancing. There was like some groups like on Facebook groups. There are one named Connecting Writers and Comic Artists, something like that. So I joined that Facebook group and share my pages. And when someone was looking for an artist, I offer my services. I start doing like a indie comic pages for indie creators. I always, when I finish my pages, I post that in the web, in Twitter or Instagram. That so little by little, more people come to me and ask me for help and that. So just doing it, and it's like a little by little. For example, maybe in the first it was just for indie creator who was looking me, then a small publisher, and then I received, for example, emails from DC, or one time I received from Marvel too, because they watch my stuff. So yeah, that's the way. It's just doing what I do and post in internet. Right now, I'm working for DC for a webcomic. They write me because they saw my stuff in internet. Actually, I never have like looking or offering my portfolio to them because I don't know. I sometimes I feel like if you send a random, because I have friends to work for them, for example, for DC or Marvel, but I feel like if I send them my email with my portfolio, maybe they didn't see it. So I just post my stuff and that. I think editors are always looking for people, for artists and that. So they look my stuff and read me an email.
That's very cool. Nowadays, yeah, it gets posted on the internet and you can find work that way. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Your art, it's like manga influenced your art.
Yes,
It's,
yes, anime especially.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But even your pinups, like you did Yara Floor.
Mm.
Yeah, this is like anime, this one.
Ah, yes.
That
That's
one. And then there's also your Supergirl. Very cool. Yeah, this was you, the video of you working on it.
ah, yes.
Very nice. Yeah, Rogue is very cool. Your Zatanna, I loved your Zatanna. Do you color your own art too, or no?
For covers and that, I coloring. Actually, I color the first two issues from Gatchman. I colored too. Sometimes I color, but the problem is the time because yes, if you have to make the inks and make the color, it's difficult.
Do you use digital art at all, or do you draw on like an iPad at all, or do you do everything paper?
Yeah, I work digital. Yeah, inks and color. But sometimes I like to do traditional, but it's just for time because yeah, the traditional is more maybe more slow.
Sure.
Yes,
No, I
yes.
understand.
So
I understand. So right now you're working for Mad Cave and DC or just Mad Cave? I'm sorry.
just DC
Just
because
DC.
I finished
Okay.
with Galactor.
Was that a lot of robots and stuff?
It's like some kind, but not. It's just like Android, like something similar to Star Wars and Power Rangers.
Very cool. For DC, do you have any particular character that you're looking to draw? Like a book you would love to be on, like Batman or Catwoman or Superman?
Let me see. Well, I like Titans and I like
Titans, okay.
Batgirl. So yeah, something like that. Actually, I'm working this webtoon that I'm working on. It's about Raven. It's good
Raven,
because
okay.
yes, because I like the character. I like Donna Troy, and I have that opportunity to draw her too. Maybe Batgirl. I mean, I always want to draw Harley Quinn, but I really have the opportunity and Donald Troy, and I have that opportunity. So I think now I want to draw Batgirl.
Your work for Raven would match very well. Do you know what your next project is after the webtoon?
Right now, I'm thinking in take a little rest maybe because this year was so like difficult for me, a lot of things and that. Actually, I feel a little burnt out
Oh, okay.
because of work and that. So yeah, maybe I will take a little rest. I don't know if someone offering me something so good, maybe I will say yes. But if not, I will just take a little rest and maybe do my own things or commissions and that.
What you're working on for commissions. How do people reach out to you for commissions? Do they send you an email or do they message you on Twitter, X, or what?
Yes, both. Sometimes they write me an email. I respond the messages on Twitter or Instagram. Actually, I think Instagram is the more regular. But like I said, actually, it's so I have to finish some commissions that I take so long time ago because this year it was difficult. So, but so I have to. I can't take too much commissions this year, but I want to do it next year. Yes, I finish it quickly because yes, I because of work I have to delay these commissions. Actually, I need to finish them.
When you work, do you work late at night? What is your schedule?
It depends. Ideal is to start in morning like 8 maybe, but sometimes I have to delay that time 9 or that. I take like little rest at the noon and then continue until maybe 6 p.m. I feel like I can't work at night. I always like with
Ah,
sleepy.
yeah. What do you do when you're drawing? Do you listen to music? Do you listen to podcasts? Do you listen to YouTube? What do you do?
A lot of all. Sometimes I think mostly listen to music. Sometimes listen podcasts. Sometimes I try to watch a series on that, but I feel like I got distracted, so I stopped doing it. Usually, I listen music.
A lot of artists that we've spoken to, they usually listen to music. It depends on what mood they're in, if they're happy, if they're, intensely drawing, or, the music fluctuates. If people wanted to find you or find your work, where would they go?
Instagram or Twitter,
Well,
mostly.
what's your Instagram?
My Instagram is Kath Lobo.
No
That space.
spaces?
I didn't remember. I think it's a space. Yes,
All right,
Kath
well,
space Lobo.
Cat Space Lobo. Okay, so it's
Mhm,
KATHLOBO. And then for
mhm,
your Twitter, it's at Kath Lobo. Very, very easy.
mhm.
KATHLOBO. All right. Like I said, I'm grateful that you stopped by.